Hey, if you own a small business, I want you to forget everything just for a second. We want to talk to you about something that will make or break your business. And it's just customer service. It's not your logo, your prices. I'm sure your services are fantastic. That's not what makes a difference. What makes a difference is how you treat people. If you're treating that experience as an afterthought, I guarantee you're leaving money on the table. And that's what I'm going to talk to you today about. I'm going to talk to you about why it's so important and the simple steps you can take to make sure you deliver top quality customer service every time that somebody walks in the door. Here's the cold hard math. It takes 5 times the cost to get a new customer in than it does to get an existing customer to come back. Think about that. That customer that has already been to your business knows who you are. They know what they're getting. They've built you into their circle of places they go. That's why a regular customer is worth so much more revenue to you than a person that's just going to come one time. In fact, statistically, that person that comes for the very first time is only 30% likely to come back a second. Because you're prying them out of your competition. You're prying them out of their habits. And I don't know if you've been on a diet before, but it's very easy to fall back into old habits. And it's not really about an innate strategy that you were born with and you have this talent and it's your God's gift to customer service. It's just about having a really strong retention strategy. Think of your favorite restaurant. Chances are you really like being there. And it's not just because they serve great food. If it were great food and you were insulted every time or they didn't get your order right, you wouldn't be going back. You feel seen, you feel heard, and you feel taken care of. Could you go into your favorite restaurant and might you know one of the servers' names? Do they know your name? That makes a huge difference for your people. And here's the kicker. When you go in, you'll actually pay more for that experience than you would if you go somewhere else that's brand new or that doesn't actually acknowledge you. People will pay up to 17% more just to have that good experience. Your employees are your brand. Why is that? Because if your staff is rude, distracted, or even just indifferent, if they're not attentive to their customers, they will pick up on that. That's what they're going to identify you with. And it doesn't matter how good your ads are. It doesn't matter what your marketing scheme is. It doesn't matter what you say on your website. It doesn't matter what you're doing on any of those things. You can't fool the customer into thinking they had a great experience when they didn't. Every interaction is a micro commercial, and bad service will spread fast. Let's talk about word of mouth. Happy customers will talk about you, and that's great. That is fantastic. Unhappy customers go anywhere they can to feel like they can be heard. It's a validation for them, the validation they didn't get at your business, and that's what made them unhappy. It doesn't matter if you make a mistake. That's okay. If you validate that the mistake happened and you really talk to the customer and solve the problem, that you can turn that right around. But if you don't, then online reviews, social media, forums, you name it, they're going to go find a way to try to be heard. Worse, they're going to tell their friends, and they're going to tell their colleagues, and they're going to tell their relatives, and so on. So this is really, you're building a foundation of decision-making tools for future customers. So when someone has a bad experience, you're not just losing that sale or potentially a repeat from that one customer. You're losing the potential opportunity of everyone they know to come to your business. Look, I'm not saying good service needs to be hand-holding or fake emotions. You just need to respect and be attentive to your customers. The short version of that is be on time. Show up when they need to, watch what they need, and fix mistakes quickly. My gosh, say thank you. Say please. It's easy, and that's the entire game. Suppose a plumber shows up and technically does a great job. They fix the leak. But at the same time, they just treat you like garbage. They treat you like you don't know a thing. They overcharge you. There's surprises. They're not responsive. Are you going to call that plumber again? Or more to the point, are you going to refer that plumber to one of your friends? No, because nobody wants to feel disrespected in their own home. And really, that applies anywhere you go. So you're running a small business. Take this seriously. Service is your marketing, it's your attention, it's your reputation. And the best part, it's not really a big budget item. It's really having conversations with your staff and just creating a better mindset. So if you're running a small business, take this seriously. Service is your marketing, it's your retention plan, and it is your reputation. And what's the best part? It's not a big budget item. Just have a better mindset. So since you're running a small business, you need to take this seriously. This is your marketing. This is your reputation. This is how you do your retention for your customers. And what's the best part? It doesn't really cost anything. It's not a big budget item. It's just about having a better mindset and instilling that in your employees. That's it. No gimmicks, just reality. It's as simple as it sounds, and you already knew this. So if you want more no-fluff breakdowns like this, hit subscribe. Otherwise, get back to work. Please, go serve your customers like they matter, because they do.